What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Electronic Mystery Mansion. This big game came out in 1996 from Parker Brothers, and it is for 2 to 4 players. Now, the object of Electronic Mystery Mansion is you're going to try to be the first player to find $1 million. It is going to be hidden in one of over 30 pieces of furniture. Throughout the game, you're going to be receiving clues, you're going to be searching around, going through different rooms, trying to find the big mill. So, let's show you Electronic Mystery Mansion. Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and show you all of the components. As you can see, we have quite a lot of stuff. We'll go ahead and start with the game board. This is basically the layout of a mansion, and there's a whole bunch of different rooms in here. You've got a living room and a kitchen and things of that nature. And throughout the game, these different pieces of furniture over here, which there are over 30 of them, are going to be placed in the rooms as you are going through them. Now, these pieces of furniture are always going to go into the same room every single time, and all that's going to be done with the electronic organizer. Now, this thing is a rather cool thing. You're going to be able to use this thing to enter in the room that you are in, and it's going to tell you what furniture goes in there. It's also going to give you different clues. Sometimes the clues will be for everybody to hear. Sometimes the clues are only going to be for you to see, which will be in this little display over here. This thing does a lot of things, and I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Here are the different pawns that you've got. You can either choose the male or the female. There's 4 different colors, and there's a male and a female in each over there. So I'm going to just put 2 over here just to start with. And right here you have your magnifying glass, and you do not need to use this, but what you're typically going to do with this is if you're going to be searching for a piece of furniture, which I'll be talking about, you're going to be trying to find a number. And the number for this piece of furniture is right here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it through the magnifying glass, but it's right there. And so you can either look at it with your regular eye, use the magnifying glass just to feel like you're a detective if you would like to. And all these pieces of furniture have a different number on there. And throughout the game, while you're looking for clues through the furniture, you're going to enter those numbers into this component over there, and it's going to tell you different things. Right here we got the different cards, and there's a few different things here. These represent the 3 different things that you can do on your turn. Now, you can do like 3 moves, for example. You could do a move, a look, and a let's talk. You could do 2 moves and a look if you want. You can do any combination that you would like to. You'll just basically will have 3 actions. I'll go ahead and talk about what these do. A move will basically allow you to move into another room. So for example, on the first turn, you're always going to move to the next room. And then what you'll do is anytime you decide to enter into a room, you're going to go ahead and type the number in here, which is number 11. So I'll do that, and then I'll hit enter.
This is the living room. You see the following: sofa, coffee table, fish tank.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put the sofa in here, the coffee table will also go in here, and that is the coffee table. And then you will have the fish tank, which is right here. All right, so that's the first thing you can do. Anytime you move, it's going to go ahead and tell you the pieces of furniture. Now, if you move into a room that has furniture in it, you're not going to have to push in the room number simply because the furniture is already over there. Okay, so the next thing you can do is to look. So let's say I decide I want to go ahead and look at this piece of furniture, which is the fish tank. So what I'll do is I'll look at the fish tank, and I'm going to go ahead and try to find the number here somewhere. And the number is on the top right here. So I'll go ahead and use the magnifying glass just to be cute. And the number is 234 if you can see it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is type the number 234 into the unit and hit enter.
Fish tank. The money is not in the bedroom.
Okay, so it just told me that the money is not in the bathroom. So that's one clue that you'll have. Now, you can write all these clues down if you would like to, but essentially what that means is whenever you enter the bathroom, you're going to know that that is not where the money is. In order to win the game, you're going to have to find the correct piece of furniture that has the $1 million, and you're also going to have the correct object and the correct person in your hand. Now, here are what the people. You've got the maid, you've got the chauffeur, you've got the butler, and you've got the cook. And the objects are going to be the photos, the letter, and the map, and the tape. Now, you've also got 2 key cards here, and these are going to help you get into rooms that are locked. So if you end up running into a locked room, if you have the key card, you can use it, and that will allow you access into the room. Now, throughout the game, you're going to be drawing these cards. The organizer will tell you when to do it. The third thing you can do is what is called a Let's Talk. What a Let's Talk will allow you to do is it's going to give you an opportunity to steal a card from another player. And what you'll do is you'll just roll this die here. And if you end up rolling a higher number than the person you're trying to steal the card from, you're going to be able to steal the card. However, if you do not do that or you tie them, you won't be able to take a card from them. Now, here's what this unit does. I'll go ahead and tell you. What it will do is if you end up finding a clue somewhere, and it will tell you, you'll be able to draw one of these cards like so. If you hear 3 beeps through this, then that means you're going to get a private visual clue. So this will be only a clue that you will be able to see. Sometimes it will also give you a public clue, like you heard the money is not in the bathroom, so it'll do that as well. Now, sometimes it's also going to ask you a yes or no question. Sometimes when you go to a certain object, it's going to go ahead and ask you if you have a certain card. If the answer is yes, you'll show them the card and hit yes on this, and then it's going to go ahead and give you another secret clue as to where the money may be. If it says no, you'll just go ahead and say no, and you'll continue on. But ultimately what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be searching through the mansion here. You're going to be adding all these pieces of furniture into the mansion, and you're going to you're going to look for clues. You're going to go ahead and take notes of everything. You're going to try to steal people's cards. And the first person that is able to find the correct piece of furniture and has the 2 correct cards, it has the 2 correct cards, and the unit will ask you if you have the cards, and all you have to do is say yes to both and just prove that you have them, the item and then the person. And if you end up having the right cards and the right piece of furniture, you're going to find the $1 million and you will win the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Electronic Mystery Mansion. So, my final thoughts on Electronic Mystery Mansion. Well, this is a game that I got from my friend Tim. He was the board game guru, and he sold this to me for $10 plus shipping, which was a really good deal. So, Tim, thank you, man. I appreciate it. If you are a fan of the Clue game, you're definitely going to like this. If you're not a fan of Clue, I think you're still going to like this game. A lot of fun. Really cool components with this game. Having over 30 pieces of furniture to go and looking through. Very cool concept. I like the fact that you have to place all the furniture in the room when you go into the room. Kind of reminds me of Hero Quest a little bit. Of course, the difference is that the furniture is going to go in the same room each and every time, but that doesn't really matter because the treasure is going to be under a different piece of furniture. Pretty cool little deal with the magnifying glass. Kind of gives you a chance to just pretend that you're a detective, even though you don't really need it. I think the magnifying glass we have has a lot of scratches on it, so sometimes it's hard to read the number, but those numbers can be really hard to find anyway. But fortunately, they have the little book that you can use in case you need to do it. Strategy in this game, well, you've got the 3 choices, of course, that you can do. You can look in multiple rooms, you can ask and look, different things that you can do trying to find the $1 million. It does get rather interesting once you start narrowing it down. I think when my wife and I played this, she ended up winning the game, and we were actually pretty close to both solving it. It just so happened that she ended up solving it before I did. It was like maybe 1 or 2 away. But yeah, with all the different types of furniture that you got to look through, and all the different types of clues that you got, and of course you can, you're looking for the different cards. There's a lot going on in this game. And with the electronic component, the game is going to be different every time. This does go for a little bit of money. I think you can probably get this game if you're looking, including the shipping, probably about $45, $50 or so for a complete copy. There's a lot of parts in this game, and it is a rather big box, as you can tell. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it if you're a fan of the Clue series. It's a light game. It's not very hard to learn. The electronic component's really, really easy to use. Yeah, it's a fun game. Cool. So, guys, my review of Electronic Mystery Mansion is now complete. So, we will see you later. Keep on gaming. We'll see you soon.